Hello, let's try it. This is the first video I do in English with my face on, I think. I did a couple of videos with charts and just my voice. Let's see if it works out well. If it doesn't, I'll blame Irina because she asked me to do it. I'm joking, Irina. Thank you for asking. I answered a question on the symbolism of the star Altair in my Portuguese page, and I'll try to do that in English. It's easier to explain the symbolism of Altair when we bring in Vega. They form a symbolic pair and a visual pair in the sky. They're not too close, but they're about the same brightness. They stand out together, and their relationship is not very different from the relationship between the 9th house and the 11th house, the houses that are next to the 10th. The 9th rises. It represents ascent, going in the direction of higher learning, of heavenly things. It represents going upwards. That's why it represents higher knowledge and peregrination and religion. The 11th falls down gently from the 10th, and the order of the houses by secondary motion, not primary motion. So it represents gifts from above, the pouring out of blessings. And these two stars have more or less the same meaning. Altair, Alpha Achille, the brightest star in the constellation of the Eagle, was once called the rising eagle or the rising vulture. The vulture is a sacred bird because it can put its head in rotten matter and nothing bad happens to it. Vega, Alpha Lyrae, the brightest star in the constellation of the Lyre, was once called the falling vulture. So one of them rises towards heaven. One is the eagle or the vulture that rises towards heaven, and the other is the eagle or the vulture that falls from heaven. And they mimic the 9th and 11th house meanings. Altair is of the nature of Jupiter and Mars. It's effort in the direction of great things, or effort to rise. And that's what it means. The search of knowledge, the search of wisdom, the effort to rise, to learn of higher things. And Vega is of the nature of Mercury and Venus, if I'm not mistaken. And it means the pouring out, the coming back from heaven, articulating and organizing and distributing what we get from above. Blessings to the knowledge, wisdom. That's the relationship between the two of them. It's easier to remember one of them when we compare it with the other. So that's what I wanted to say about them. I haven't just made that up, of course. I've learned most of what I just said from my teacher, John Crowley, and he's a wonderful source on the fixed stars. And there are other 2 books about the subject that are worth reading. I think that they are the only 2 decent books about the subject. One is from Vivian Robson, Fixed Stars and Constellations in Astrology, I think. It's from 1930, the beginning of the 20th century, the first half at least. And the other is a fairly recent book from by Oscar Hoffman. Fix the Stars, and I don't remember the title, but it's easy to find out. Well, that's it. Have a nice day and have a nice new year.